All right, again, solve and then right transfer in interval notation. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to graph it to be able to make sure we're doing everything right. So we have to solve for x. So let's add 11, add 11. So x is going to be greater than or equal to a 6, or let's add 11, add 11. X is going to be less than or equal to what? 15. Okay. Yes, I have straight lines here. So we have 6, we have 15, so it's going to be greater than or equal to 6, or less than or equal to 15. Well, and or basically it's going to be everything. And so it looks like our interval notation is going to go from minus infinity to positive infinity because it's going to include everything due to that or. Now, if it had been and, then we would, cut it here and cut it here, and it'd be only from 6 to 15. But since it's or, it's the whole number line basically. Okay. And so, on this one, I really wouldn't write a whole number line. You could do that, but it's what it is basically you're just going to have, it's going to go this way to that way. It's no way to mark anything. So this kind of shows it there. And then this is really the answer they want us to see. All right. What about this one? All right, here we have some different ways we have to do stuff. So let's work with the right one first because it's kind of what we've been looking at. This left one, we have two ways we can work it. So we'll do it two different ways. So with this one, we have to get rid of the number first here, and then we have to divide by 2. So let's subtract 4. So we have 2x is greater than or equal to 6 minus 4, which is 2. Now we divide by 2. So x has to be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so that's that one. And now this one, again, like I said, we can do two different ways. So let's do both of them over here on the right and kind of show you what the two ways are. So one of them is 3 minus x greater than 4, and then 3 minus x greater than 4. So one way is, okay, let's subtract 3, subtract 3. So we have minus x is greater than 1. Now we have to divide by a negative 1 and divide by negative 1. But when you divide by a negative, this switches direction. So you have to remember when you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to switch the inequality sign. So now it's x is less than a negative 1. Now, can we do it the other way? Well, the other way is let's add x. So now we have 3 is greater than x plus 4. Now we can subtract 1. So we have, subtract 4 rather. And so minus 1 is greater than x. Now we have to read it from the variable to the number. So x is less than negative 1. And so we can rewrite it like this. And so this matches this. So both ways are legit. Depends on this one, you have to remember when you divide by the negative 1, you have to switch the inequality. This one, you have to be able to read backwards. So it all depends on which way you want to do it. Okay, so this one, again, is and. So because it's and, we have a 1 and a minus 1. So here's a minus 1, here's a 1. So x has to be greater than or equal to 1. So it's going to be this direction, and x has to be less than a negative 1. So open circle less than. And it's and, well, and there's nothing here. So here there is basically it's the empty set. There's no solution, okay? Because there's nothing where it's in this one and this one. So that's kind of a key here. Sometimes they don't have an actual solution, so you just have a no solution. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.